Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to begin this lesson here by giving all praises, all honor and all glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Racha, Kodash. And double honors goes to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations goes to the elect. This is your brother One from the Great Millstone camp in Trinidad, coming back to do another lesson to the Racha Kodash, the Holy Spirit. Right? And I'll touch on Revelation 13. And verse 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. Revelation 13:15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Yo, when we read this over and over, this is warning. It is coming. It is coming. Esau not going, it's really the Most High's chip, ultimately. Because it's the Lord who prophesied about it. It's the Lord who prophesied about this. You understand? No Esau. It's the Lord. Who making Esau push this chip is the Most High. Esau might even want to push the chip. Like Pharaoh didn't want to do the things that he did unto the Israelites. But what the Lord did, he hardened Pharaoh's heart. And guess what? He will harden Esau's heart. So that Esau would do what the Most High wants Esau to do. Everything had to obey the Most High at the end of the day. All his creation have to obey him. All his creation has to worship him. All his creation, he created, he animated humans, he animated everything. It have to give he the glory at the end of the day. So, that being said, all his creation has to worship him and give him the glory and put he on a pedestal. Everything that he say and all have to come to pass, because he don't lie. So ultimately, this is not Esau's chip. This is the Most High's chip, and that is the mark of the beast. Guess what? We in that time, and it's coming. Talking to a doctor, a Christian doctor. Now, this Christian doctor and we used to have dialogue like about 10 years ago. 10 years, not 10 years, sorry. 8 years, 7 years ago. I need you 10 years now, going on 11. All praises to Yahweh Shai, Shai. And this is home to me. This is home. There is no, you understand? Wherever the outcome, this is home. This is home. But he's a Christian, right? Me and him, we used to talk, you know, we going back and forth with each other, you know. And concerning the Bible, and I was talking to him. He came by the shop Friday, one day. Today is Monday, the 8th of December. So we came by the shop, I believe it was Friday gone, right? Yeah, Friday gone day. Came and we in conversation, and I don't really talk to him about the Bible again. I mean, talk to him about what, right? Talk to him about what? Them fellas and them don't really believe in the Most High and think them don't really have a strong zeal and faith and not do certain things. Them not doing that, but them strictly believe in what them believe in. You understand what I'm saying? So I just stop. When he come, he will talk about all kind of other things, but I just stop talking about the Bible. It's 8 years me and you going back and forth. So about 3 years ago I just stopped. Understand? But either way, he came and he said, "Boy, this cash thing, man, I had to be rolling around with cash. Something he was talking about, and he said he had to be rolling around with cash. And he said he was just invent something where you put on your phone and you already like cash. So I always had to be going in ATM to take out cash and things. So one time I said, "But you going and take that chip for sure." On that kick, well, me and him be normal. All the discourse we used to have, I used to try to keep it on a ground where it wouldn't reach the way we angry. And I know you believe in what you believe in. If you can't see it, that is you. We ain't gonna force you to try and get us anyhow. So me and him be normal, So I say, "But you gonna take that chip for sure, just by how you talking." And I say yesterday, I was telling that fella yesterday, there's no man by his words or his speech. A man is known. A man is known. Let's see. It would not give mate in the Apocrypha. I don't know why. I'll come here and modify the search and see Apocrypha. See Apocrypha. A man may be known by his look, Sirach 1929, and one that had understanding by his countenance when thou meetest. You could see a fool. You understand? When thou meetest him, it says a friend, Sirach 12:8, a friend cannot be known in prosperity, and an enemy cannot be hidden in adversity. For by speech shall wisdom be known, right? And learning by the word of the tongue. Sirach 4:24. That is it. Sirach 4:24. For by speech shall wisdom be known, and learning by the what? Word of the tongue. Let's see if it has our next one. Alright, we will go to Wisdom 4:24. We go to Sirach 4:24. You go with Sirach 4:24. Wait, say, for by speech shall wisdom be known. Right? For by speech wisdom shall be known, and learning by the word of the tongue. You could figure out a man when he started talk. Just by when he opened his mouth, you could. This man is wise. You understand? This man ain't too smart. And you could see it too in men's face too sometimes. Men. Right, let me see. I'm gonna go modify search. Apocrypha. I think it have a next one. These also make garments for men. These bring out okay. I know it have it somewhere else. Alright, this is it here. Sirach 27:7. This is what I really wanted. So it was Sirach 4:24 good, but this is what I really wanted. Sirach 27:7. It says, praise no man before thou hearest him speak, for this is the trial of men. That is your trial. Don't give a man no ratings until you hear you open the trap. When you see a man open the trap, you don't know what vibes you on. You don't know what kind of man it is. You don't know. And you know what that is? That is a sense of wisdom. Many people don't really know that. You see what we tap into? We tap into ancient kind of wisdom that nobody do. This world not really ready for it. This world don't have the know-how to deal with this wisdom we have. It's an ancient heavenly wisdom. So that is the trial of a man. He talk, he mouth. And from the time I hear he open his mouth and he was talking about a micro chip. Not a micro chip. He said easier solution for payments. Like he said I can't wait for that, but I want to every minute I had to get cash and I had to go in ATM and line up and this cash thing, boy. I say one time. And he could have been trying to draw me out into conversation, or the way he was singing, it was like he's serious, like he don't like cash, like, and he does always be saying that. So I say, yo, you taking that chip for sure? He started to laugh. But this chip coming. Yeah. The ship is coming. It is, and people they will be shocked when we read it over again. And he calls it all Revelation 13 and verse 16. And he calls it all about small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom, you see, no man might buy or sell. You can't do nothing if you ain't had that. And they're coming with it. And you see all this immigration and immigrants raping. This nigga called Elon Musk is a nigga. That's our next nigga. Yo, what are you Edomites niggas? I'm gonna see this. Immigrants killing. ICE arrest criminal illegal aliens convicted of child rape, debunking the myths of immigrants and crime. Saudi border forces accused of more than 13,000 immigrants convicted of homicide, September 2024. Dozens of African migrants killed in U.S. strike. Let's see, Elon Musk stance on migrants or illegal aliens committing crime in US or UK or against white people. Billionaire Elon Musk is an outspoken critic of illegal. What the fuck? Hey, fuck you came on Facebook. Why you go on Facebook? Elon Musk, enemy of open borders, launched his career. See? Musk denied having worked illegally. Congress go. Elon Musk urged Britons to fight back or die against the. See? Elon Musk made Britain his new battleground 3 months ago on Facebook. Elon Musk worked illegally. Elon Musk, an enemy of open borders, launched his career. Listen. Working illegally. Brother, I don't need this. With the blood clot, I do come off. Yo! Let's get take with all your boy. Telling me about buy some subscription, man. Trivial for criminals, hard for talented minds. Elon Musk wants Europeans of illegal migrants. The mass immigration is insane and will lead to the destruction of any country that allows unfettered mass migration. You see all this thing with migrants and the migration thing is a problem, and the killing and the doing crime and the just criminals, and there's a bunch of criminals coming from different countries and all that kind of stupid talk. You see all that talk? You know all that talk is for? You know all that talk is for? That is for you when to take a microchip. This is the foundation being laid. Lay the foundation. Take a chip. Take a chip. Once you take it, this go solve all the problems. You know why? We know every way is. We know every way is. This is Elon Musk would be unpopulist. Even by a strict definition, Elon Musk is a fascist. He's weaponizing Tolkien to promote violence by hard men against Asian immigrants. Until very recently, it was standard to dismiss the alarmists, dismiss as alarmists those who would invoke fascism, to describe the right's transformation in the era of Trump. But even for the most committed of us, I'm someone who does use the F word. Endless media obliviousness and obfuscation can get in your head. Are things really as bad as I'm suggesting? Is liberal democracy real? I don't need to know more from you. Let me see. And then you listen to a few sentences out of Elon Musk's mouth and all doubts are dispelled. In the past, he affirmed the notion that Jews pushed hatred against whites. At the time, he claimed that he was against racism in any form, a transparent effort to cover up the supremacist ideas. Let me read this. In the UK, he regularly promoted Tommy Robinson, a far-right activist with a long history criminal report. Right. But it was a recent Lord of the Rings themed post on X, the social media platform he owns, that has most vividly telegraphed his extremism. Hobbits and Hardmen. Late October, the billionaire and all-purpose reactionary super funder shared a post by Robinson with the following commentary. When Tolkien wrote about the hobbits, he was referring to the gentlefolk of the English shires, who don't realize the horrors that take place far away. They were able to live their lives in peace and tranquility, but only because they were protected by the hard men of Gondor. What happened to the nice man who was brutally murdered while walking his dog will happen to all of England if the tide of illegal immigrations is not turned. It is time for the English to ally with the hard men like Tommy Robinson and fight for their survival, or they shall surely all die. Lest anyone mistake Musk's meaning, he made it even more explicit on a subsequent appearance earlier this month on the Joe Rogan Experience. These lovely small towns in England, Scotland, and Ireland, they've been living their lives quietly like they're like hobbits. One day, 1,000 people show up out of nowhere in your village of 500 and start raping kids. This has now happened God knows how many times in Britain. Alright, and he brought out no proof. He just said it, came out his mouth. The richest man in the world just said it. In Europe, Edomites are not considered immigrants. If you come from Romania in England, they may not consider you an alien. Maybe or maybe not. I don't know. Let me say you come from India and you're in England, you're an immigrant. You come from Asia and you're an immigrant. You, you come from Asia and you're in Europe, you're an immigrant. You come from continent Africa and in Europe, you're alien. Right? So we really referring to is mainly Jake. Not Jake. Other races. But ultimately it will be Jake. All the other races just ball them up and talk broadly and then narrow it down to Jake is the fucking problem. That is because at the end of the day is the voice between Jacob and Esau. They just try to include everybody, all these other races, and then they just what we just say, a process of forget the word, narrowing it down to Jake being the problem. So he go come to Jake just now and make Jake the problem. But anyways, right? Anyways, this is for what? For what? We feel this is here for. We feel that here for. That is to make sure the creating a problem. The problem they're creating is how too much illegal immigrants in the countries. Too much. We can't keep track of them and they're killing out Edomites. Trump was even telling the South African president that they're killing white people in South Africa, and the man was like, where? You understand? So that is what they're trying to get at. They're trying to get at the point of making everybody see these people as a problem. This is our next way so people could accept it when they bring the micro C-hip. It's too much illegal people in the country. It's too much. We have to do something about that. Now, if we could get let me ask ChatGPT that. Now, if we could get a chip, would a microchip implanted in humans all over Earth? I'll just put hypothetically solve the illegal immigrant problem. No, I ain't gonna get through it. Short answer, no. And even hypothetically, such an idea would not solve the issue. It would create far bigger ethical, legal, practical, and human rights problems than I could ever hope to address. Below is a breakdown of why. Immigrant status is a legal category, not a biological one. A microchip cannot determine whether someone's presence in a country is lawful. Legal status depends on visas, asylum claims, work authorizations. I'm gonna say, sorry. The said microchip can track your every move. Even if the microchip could track every movement of every person on Earth with perfect accuracy, the answer is still no. Oh God. How the fuck it could be no? It would not solve illegal immigration and it would introduce more rules. But no, this is he so deflecting because that is the plan. Tracking is not the same as immigration enforcement. Knowing where a person is at all times does not tell you how. If tracking not necessarily, and even if it did, it still wouldn't solve the immigration issue. Here's why. A tracking device only knows location. A microchip that tracks movement is basically a GPS tag by itself. It does not contain illegal immigration status, identified documents, visa expiration dates. You saying that even if you store personal info on a chip, it would still fail. Let's imagine an extreme hypothetical. A chip stores your full identity and immigration status. It still does not fix expired visas, pending asylum cases, people entering illegally but later losing status, policy changes. You would just know where they are while these issues still exist. Storing all personal info on a chip is extremely risky. No country would accept that risk. This is just a lie. You know Esau running scared. You know Esau running scared, right? You know you running scared. That is a lie. It's just a liar. Remember, somebody bought over ChatGPT, So the program it to lie now. Although it has lied a long time, but now it's being programmed to lie. It's being programmed to lie. That is just that dumb answer. Because if it is you have all my info on the chip, it's in my skin, I can't take it out. All the info on the chip and it's in my skin, I can't take it out. I is an illegal alien. I'm in your country and I'm not supposed to be there. My visa expired. And it would send the visa and it would send the expiration date to your database. And you don't have ICE people coming and kicking down doors so they would know who where and who and where you can hide. But you keep saying no, it's not me. Because that is your fucking plan. Nobody is stupid. Nobody not stupid. You're coming with that. That is part of your plan. And also, you're going to put money on it where you could buy and sell. That is where money is. You understand? Nobody ain't dumb. You the might feel people dumb out here. Nobody ain't dumb. You dumb. You dumb. You understand? I feel I will end it off here. Give all praises, honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham, Ba'akodash. Double honors to the apostles. Matter of fact, I'm going to read one last scripture. These First Corinthians chapter, no, Second Corinthians chapter 2. Second Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11, it says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. We ain't dumb, we ain't dumb. We understand, we hip to your shit. So get the F out of here with your bullshit, with your BS, nigga. We know where you're on, boy. Okay, boy? Okay, boy? We know what you want, boy. Shalom to the like I can stay strong.